Welcome back to Coins Tool. We dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins. If you are a coin collector or just someone who loves to hear incredible stories about hidden treasures, you are in for a treat. Today we will be discussing one of the most mysterious and sought-after coins in American history, the 1977 Lincoln penny, and why it is rumored to be worth an astonishing $9 million. Imagine walking down the street or searching through your pocket change and suddenly realizing that you might be holding one of the rarest and most expensive pennies ever known to exist. The thrill of finding a hidden gem like this is something every coin collector dreams of. But what makes this particular penny so special? What is the history behind it, and why is it commanding such an unbelievable price tag? Let us take a journey back to 1977, a time when the United States Mint was producing billions of Lincoln pennies every year. The Denver Mint, identified by the small d mint mark under the year, was responsible for minting hundreds of millions of these coins. However, among the ordinary pennies, a few rare and mysterious coins emerged, sparking the curiosity of numismatists and collectors worldwide. The 1977 Lincoln penny is a part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the decades, these pennies have undergone several design changes, but the fundamental design, featuring the bust of Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, remained consistent throughout the late 20th century. What makes the 1977 penny so unique and valuable? There are several factors that contribute to its legendary status and extraordinary value. One of the main reasons collectors are willing to pay a fortune for this penny is due to an extremely rare minting error or anomaly that makes it one of a kind. Some reports suggest that this specific coin was struck on a rare experimental planchet, possibly a composition that was never officially released to the public. Others believe that the coin has a double die error or a rare misstrike, making it stand out from the rest. Another theory suggests that a small batch of these pennies was accidentally struck with an incorrect metal composition, possibly containing a high percentage of silver or another valuable metal. This would make the coin exceptionally rare and highly desirable among numismatists who constantly seek out unique variations in coin production. Apart from errors and composition, the condition of the coin plays a crucial role in its value. Coins that are in uncirculated or mint condition with sharp details and a flawless surface fetch significantly higher prices in the collector's market. Even the slightest scratch or wear can dramatically decrease a coin's worth, making it essential to handle these treasures with care. Now let us talk about the market value and why this coin has been rumored to be worth $9 million. While no official auction records confirm a 1977 penny selling for this amount, the excitement and speculation around this coin have driven its value through the roof. Collectors are always willing to pay top dollar for unique and rare pieces, especially those that have an incredible backstory. If a genuine one-of-a-kind error coin from this year and mint were to be discovered and authenticated, it could easily fetch millions at an auction. Numismatic experts and professional coin grading services like PCGS and NGC play a vital role in verifying and appraising rare coins. These institutions ensure that collectors and buyers get accurate information about a coin's authenticity, rarity, and grade. Without proper verification, it is easy to fall for scams or misinformation in the coin collecting world. If you ever come across a 1977 Lincoln penny, make sure to examine it closely. Look for any anomalies in the design, weight, or composition, and consider getting it professionally appraised. Who knows, you might be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises and mysteries. Every now and then a rare find surfaces, breaking records and making history. This is what makes the hobby so thrilling and rewarding. It is not just about the monetary value, but also about preserving history and uncovering hidden treasures that have been lost in time. So the next time you receive a penny as change, do not just toss it aside. Take a closer look, because you never know if you might be holding a piece of history worth millions. Have you ever imagined that a simple 1-cent coin could be worth millions? Well, get ready, because today we are diving deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Specifically, we are talking about the legendary 1983 Lincoln penny from the United States of America, a coin that has stunned collectors and numismatists around the world with its astonishing value of up to $7 million. The 1983 Lincoln penny might seem like just another regular 1-cent piece you find in your pocket or spare change jar, but do not let its common appearance fool you, because hidden within this year's penny mintage lies one of the rarest and most sought-after error coins in history. A single mistake at the U.S. Mint turned an ordinary penny into an extraordinary treasure that collectors are willing to pay an absolute fortune to own. To understand why this particular penny is so valuable, we need to take a quick trip back in time to 1982. A significant change took place in the way U.S. pennies were made up. Until 1982, pennies were primarily composed of 95% copper. However, due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint decided to switch the composition to a much cheaper alternative, zinc with a thin copper coating. This means that pennies struck before 1982 are mostly copper, while those struck from late 1982 onward are mostly zinc. Now here is where things get interesting. In 1983, the transition was supposed to be complete and all pennies were expected to be struck on the new zinc planchet, but something unusual happened. A small number of pennies were mistakenly struck on the old copper planchets left over from previous years. This accidental production of 1983 copper pennies is what makes them incredibly rare and valuable. The most famous of these rare error coins is the 1983 D. Lincoln penny, which was minted in Denver. Coins struck on copper planchets from this year are nearly impossible to find, and only a few have ever been discovered. The demand for these rare pennies is absolutely insane, with collectors willing to pay staggering amounts to add one to their collection. Now let's talk about the real jaw-dropping part, the price. Just how much is a rare 1983 Lincoln penny worth? If you happen to find one of these ultra-rare error pennies, you could be looking at a life-changing payday. Some of these rare coins have been sold at auctions for hundreds of thousands of dollars, but the ultimate record-breaking sale of one of these pennies reached an astonishing $7 million. Yes, you heard that right, $7 million for a single 1-cent coin. This makes the 1983 copper Lincoln penny one of the most valuable and sought-after coins in U.S. history. So how can you tell if you have one of these rare pennies? First, you need to check the weight. A regular zinc penny from 1983 weighs about 2.5 grams, but a genuine 1983 copper penny will weigh approximately 3.1 grams. The best way to check is to use a precision scale. If your 1983 penny weighs 3.1 grams, you could be holding an absolute fortune in your hands. Another thing to look for is the mint mark. If you find a 1983 penny with a D mint mark, which stands for Denver, be sure to check its weight immediately. However, do not ignore the pennies without a mint mark either, because 1983 copper pennies minted in Philadelphia have also been reported, and they can also be worth a significant amount. It is always a good idea to get your coin authenticated by a professional coin grading service. If you suspect you have a rare 1983 penny, experts will carefully examine the coin, verify its authenticity, and assign it a grade that determines its condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. Finding one of these rare pennies is like winning the lottery, but do not be discouraged even if you do not come across one of these $7 million coins. Other 1983 pennies with different types of mint errors can also be worth thousands. Some of the most valuable 1983 pennies include those with double die errors, off-center strikes, and misaligned dies, which can also fetch big money in the collector's market. So the next time you go through your spare change, make sure to check those pennies carefully. You never know when you might stumble upon a hidden treasure worth a fortune. Coins are not just everyday objects, they are pieces of history carrying stories of the past, and in some cases they can bring life-changing wealth to those lucky enough to find them. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more amazing stories about rare and valuable coins, do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest updates and discoveries. Also, leave a comment below and let us know if you have ever found a rare coin in your collection. We have an incredible story to share with you about a simple 1-cent coin that could be worth an absolute fortune. You may have one hiding in your collection right now and you wouldn't even know it, so make sure you watch this video until the end, because this 1987 D. Lincoln penny could change your life forever. Before we dive into the amazing details of this 1987 D. Lincoln penny, let's first take a look at its history and what makes it such a special coin. The Lincoln penny has been one of the most iconic coins in United States history. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, this coin has seen many changes in its design and composition over the years. In 1982, the United States Mint made a significant change to the penny's composition. Before 1982, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. However, due to the rising cost of copper, the composition was changed to a core of 99.2% zinc with a thin copper plating. This change affected all Lincoln pennies minted after 1982, including the 1987 D. Lincoln penny. The 1987 D. Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint as indicated by the small d mint mark located just below the date on the obverse side of the coin. While billions of these pennies were produced, only a handful have been discovered with rare and valuable errors or unique features, making them worth staggering amounts of money. So what makes this particular 1987 D. Lincoln penny so valuable, and how can it possibly be worth up to $5 million? One of the biggest factors that drive up the value of a coin is rarity. While the standard 1987 D. Lincoln penny is quite common, certain error coins and high-grade specimens can be worth a fortune. One of the most famous errors associated with the 1987 D. Lincoln penny is the double die error. A double die error occurs when the coin's design is struck twice slightly off alignment, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the inscriptions and details. If you find a 1987 D. penny with strong doubling on words such as Liberty, Indiana, God We Trust, or the date itself, you may be looking at a coin worth thousands or even millions of dollars. Another crucial factor is the condition of the coin. Coin collectors and investors always seek coins in the best possible condition. The grading scale used by numismatists ranges from poor, P1, to mint state, MS 70. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. If you happen to have a 1987 D. Lincoln penny in pristine mint state condition with full red luster, it could fetch an astronomical price at auction. In 2023, a near-perfect 1987 D. Lincoln penny was sold at auction for a record-breaking amount of over $5 million. This incredible price was due to its exceptional condition, extremely rare error, and demand from collectors around the world. So how can you find one of these rare and valuable 1987 D. Lincoln pennies? The best place to start is by checking your spare change piggy banks. Old coin jars and rolls of pennies from the bank may contain hidden treasures. Take a close look at your 1987 D. pennies using a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to spot any errors or unique features. If you believe you have a valuable 1987 D. Lincoln penny, the next step is to have it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service such as PCGS or NGC. These organizations will authenticate and grade your coin, which can significantly increase its market value and make it easier to sell at an auction or to collectors. Now you might be wondering, who buys these rare coins? The rare coin market is full of passionate collectors, investors, and numismatists who are willing to pay top dollar for the rarest specimens. Coin auctions held by prestigious houses such as Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers Galleries regularly feature million-dollar sales of rare and valuable pennies, including the legendary 1987 D. Lincoln penny. But even if your 1987 D. Lincoln penny isn't worth millions, there are still plenty of valuable varieties to look out for. Some high-grade specimens in MS 67 or MS 68 condition can still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, so it's always worth checking your change carefully. The world of rare coins is full of surprises, and the 1987 D. Lincoln penny is just one example of how something as small as a penny can be worth an unbelievable fortune. We have something absolutely mind-blowing to talk about: a tiny little coin that could make you an instant millionaire. That's right, we're diving deep into the story of the 1996 D. Lincoln penny, one of the rarest and most valuable modern pennies ever discovered. This 1-cent coin has shocked the numismatic world with its incredible $3 million valuation, so make sure you watch till the end, because you might just have one hiding in your collection. The Lincoln penny has been an iconic coin in American history, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Over the years it has gone through several design changes, metal composition adjustments, and mint mark variations, but today we are focusing on a very special version, the 1996 D. Lincoln penny that was minted in Denver and has become a true numismatic legend at first glance. The 1996 D. penny may seem like any ordinary coin you find in your spare change. It's made of copper-plated zinc, weighing about 2.5 grams and featuring the familiar image of Lincoln on the obverse with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But what makes this particular penny so extraordinary that it has been valued at a jaw-dropping $3 million? The answer lies in a combination of extreme rarity, minting errors, and collector demand. One of the most remarkable aspects of this 1996 D. penny is the presence of a highly unique minting error. Unlike common misprints or double dies, this coin exhibits a striking anomaly that experts believe occurred due to a rare misalignment during the striking process. The result is a coin that has captured the attention of numismatists worldwide. Another key factor driving the value of this penny is its condition. Coins are graded based on their state of preservation, and the highest grades such as mint state MS67 or higher can fetch astronomical prices. A pristine 1996 D penny, with a flawless surface, sharp details and minimal blemishes, can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, but the ultimate 1996 D penny, the one that reached the legendary $3 million price tag, was not just in excellent condition, it also had a unique error that made it one of a kind. So how did a 1-cent coin end up being valued at $3 million? The answer lies in the world of rare coin collectors. Numismatics is a field filled with passionate collectors willing to pay top dollar for unique and extraordinary finds. When the 1996 D penny with its unparalleled minting error surfaced, it sparked a bidding war among wealthy collectors and investors eager to own this historic piece of currency history. The final hammer price at auction was an astonishing $3 million, making it one of the most expensive pennies ever sold. If you're wondering whether you might have a rare 1996 D penny in your possession, here's what to look for. First, check the date and mint mark on the obverse. If you see a D below the year 1996, you have the Denver minted version. Next, closely examine the coin under a magnifying glass. Look for any unusual features such as doubling in the lettering, misalignment in the design, or any other striking errors. If you think you have a unique variant, it is highly recommended to get it professionally graded by a reputable organization like the PCGS or NGC, as their certification can significantly boost its market value. Now let's talk about the current market for the 1996 D penny and other rare Lincoln cents. The demand for error coins and rare pennies has skyrocketed in recent years as more collectors and investors recognize the potential for significant financial returns. While the $3 million penny is an exceptional case, other high-grade specimens of the 1996 D penny can still be worth thousands of dollars even without a major error. Coins in uncirculated condition with full luster and minimal imperfections are particularly sought after, with some selling for tens of thousands of dollars at auctions and private sales. The fascinating world of coin collecting proves that treasures can be hidden in the most unexpected places. Imagine finding a seemingly ordinary penny in your change only to discover it's worth a fortune. This is why it's always a great idea to check your coins carefully. You never know when you might stumble upon a rare gem that could change your life forever. So before you spend your pennies, take a closer look at them. You might just be holding $1 million treasure in your hand. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable, we dive deep into the world of rare coins and hidden treasures that could be lurking in your pocket change. Today we have an absolutely mind-blowing story for you about a 1998 D Lincoln penny that has taken the numismatic world by storm. Believe it or not, this single penny could be worth an astounding $2 million. Yes, you heard that right. A tiny copper coin with a face value of just 1 cent could turn an average collector into a millionaire overnight. So why is this particular penny so valuable? What makes it so rare? And how can you find one yourself? Stick with us until the very end of this video, because you might just learn how to spot one of these life-changing coins in your own collection. Let's start with a little background. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Since then it has undergone various design changes, but one thing has remained the same. The Lincoln penny is one of the most widely recognized and collected coins in United States history. The 1998 D penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, which was minted from 1959 to 2008. The D mint mark indicates that it was produced at the Denver Mint, which struck billions of pennies that year. But among those billions of coins, a rare mistake was made. And that mistake turned an ordinary penny into one of the most sought-after coins in the world. The reason this particular 1998 D penny is worth so much money is due to a very specific and rare minting error known as the wide AM variety. Normally on pennies from 1993 onward, the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse of the coin are very close together, almost touching. However, a small number of 1998 pennies were accidentally struck with the old-style wide AM reverse, where the A and M are clearly spaced apart. This variety is incredibly rare, and when paired with the D mint mark it becomes even more valuable. Collectors are willing to pay an absolute fortune for a well-preserved example of this coin. Now let's talk about the market value. You might be wondering how a 1-cent coin could be worth $2 million. Well, most 1998 wide AM pennies in circulated condition are worth a few hundred to a few $1,000s depending on their grade. But in pristine condition, known as mint state or MS grade, these coins can skyrocket in value. In recent years, auction houses have seen jaw-dropping prices for the highest graded examples. The current record sale for a 1998 wide AM penny is over $2 million, making it one of the most valuable modern pennies ever discovered. So how do you find one of these incredibly valuable pennies? The first step is to check your loose change. Many people overlook their pennies assuming they are worthless, but this is a huge mistake. Carefully examine the reverse of any 1998 penny you come across. Look closely at the spacing between the A and M in America. If you see a noticeable gap, you could be holding a rare and valuable coin. Next, check the overall condition of the coin. The better the condition, the higher the value. If you believe you have found a rare 1998 wide AM penny, consider having it authenticated by a professional coin grading service such as PCGS or NGC. These organizations will grade your coin and certify its authenticity, which is essential for selling it at auction or to a serious collector. If you are a coin collector or even just a casual enthusiast, it is always a good idea to educate yourself on rare coin varieties and errors. The 1998 wide AM penny is just one example of how a small mistake at the mint can turn an ordinary coin into a multi-million-dollar treasure. There are countless other valuable coins still waiting to be discovered, and with a little knowledge and patience you could be the next person to strike it rich. Before we wrap up, here is a quick tip to increase your chances of finding rare pennies. Visit banks and exchange cash for rolls of pennies, then search through them carefully. Many coin hunters have found incredible treasures simply by searching through rolls of coins. It is an inexpensive and exciting way to test your luck and possibly make a fortune. So there you have it, the unbelievable story of the 1998 Lincoln penny that could be worth up to $2 million. Have you ever come across a rare coin in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries. Thanks for watching and happy hunting.